So this one we're going to find the missing length. So we are going to use Pythagorean theorem to find the missing length. First, we have to figure out which length are we trying to find. Right now, I notice that this is a leg because it forms the side with the right triangle. This is also a leg. So we are finding our C value or our hypotenuse. So we're going to take all our information and put it into our formula. So I'm going to make this one A. I'm going to make this one B. So I'm going to take 35 squared, because it's A squared, plus B squared, which is 12 squared, equals C squared. So when I do this, I'm now going to take my calculator. I'm going to find out what 35 squared is. It's 1,225 plus, I'm going to figure out what 12 squared is, which is 144, equals C squared. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up 1,225 plus 144, and that's going to give me 1,369 equals C squared. To get rid of this squared, we're trying to just get C by itself. So how you're going to do that is you're going to take, it's kind of like the inverse. So the inverse of getting rid of a squared number is you take the square root of both sides. So in your calculator, what you would have to do is you'd have to hit second and then the x squared button. You're going to type in your total, so 1,369, and you're going to hit enter. And that means that C equals 37. So that means that the side length is 37, and we have to make sure we put our label, so it's going to be millimeters. Now, for this one, it says find the missing length. So first we have to figure out what we're finding. It looks like this value is across from the right the right angle. So this is going to be your C value. This is one of your legs, so it doesn't matter which one it is. I'm going to make this one my B, and I'm finding my A. So I'm going to do A squared plus 45 squared equals 51 squared. So I'm first going to find out what 45 squared is. So I'm going to do A squared plus 2,025 equals 51 squared, which is 2,601. To get A squared by itself, because that's what I need, I'm going to subtract 2,025 from both sides, because I'm trying to find the leg, which is A. I'm going to bring down A squared, and this, if we subtract these two from each other, is going to give us 576. Okay, to get rid of the squared value, we're going to take the inverse, so we're going to take the square root of both sides. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing in my calculator. I'm going to hit second and then the x squared button. It's going to be 576. So I get A equals 24, and then I have to make sure I include the label if there is any. So it's feet. Okay. How you justify if your answer is correct, and this is for both of them, is that just look to see, is your two legs less than your hypotenuse? So technically 37 is my hypotenuse, so 35 and 12 are less than, so that makes sense. With this one, we have the hypotenuse is 51, 45 is the leg, and 24 is the leg, so those two are both less than 51, which makes that our answers would be correct.